Okay, so this is just a general overview of what's underneath. So up there, that's the tongue. Okay, so you have the freshwater tank. There's the freshwater drain. And you have the tank. And you have the wiring. And you can see how there's wires hanging down. There's wires hanging down right in here. And then this is a gray tank. And then a black tank. And then you have your other gray tank right there. There's the duct. There's the axles. You can see the wires hanging down. You can see wires hanging down. So everything on this camper pretty much is from the axles forward. So I'll get better videos so y'all can see that. But I just wanted this one so you could see how, you know, there's wires hanging down everywhere. And what I plan on doing is taking these wires and zip tying them up, making them nice and neat. And then with the actual there's the drain, the low water valve. So with the PEX plumbing that runs, I'm going to take pipe insulation and wrap them in pipe insulation since everything's done. But I will do each tank individually so you can see all the connections. So this is just kind of let you see how everything is hanging down. And this right here is my propane. I loosened it up. It wasn't hanging like this. You have to loosen it up to take the underbelly off. So more videos to follow. Okay, some people wanted to know about straps. So if you look on the straps, these are the straps that are made to catch the tank if it was to come loose from the frame. So you can see how that one's loose. And then you look over here, this one's loose. But if you come down here to this one, it is really, really tight. Really tight. And if you've watched some of the videos on YouTube, I'll say one video in particular was the Happily Ever Hanks, I believe. They had something to rub a hole in their gray tank. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loosen this up right here. And then I'm gonna take some of the pipe insulation and I'm going to put it on this to hopefully give this a little bit of a padding. Okay, so everybody wants to know how the tanks are held up. So here's the frame, and you can see this tank right here sits on top of the frame, goes behind the frame, comes down. So that's how this is. You look over here, so this is the bathroom gray tank sitting on the frame. This is the black tank sitting on the frame. And then out here, the black tank, no, gray tank for the what's that thing called? Oh yes, the kitchen. So gray tank for a kitchen. And just in case people are wondering about insulation, there's your floor insulation, this big piece of styrofoam. Now here is what a lot of people have concerns about. And I'm gonna show you up here, so give me a second. So here's your freshwater tank. Here sits on the frame. So see how this is level? Now my tank is full. When you come down here to the middle, see how it bows in? And I can literally almost stick my fingers through there because it's not sitting all the way up on the frame. So with the weight of the water, it's pulling it down. And then down on the end, you can see right there, it's actually hanging off. Recessed, flush. So that's with a full fresh tank. My tank is full. I filled it up, so it is. So I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Okay, so since we go places and we need to use our freshwater tank when it's full, because we boondock and stuff, here was my solution. So right here, you have the front frame, and there's a little gap between it, and you can fit a strap through it. So I'm running, well, I'll show you on this one. So I run a strap up through here, go here. You can see this doesn't touch when it's tight. And then I go around the tank and I go to this part of the frame right here, and I run it through, and then I hook a ratchet strap and I tighten it up. Now when I tighten it up, I'm not tightening it so it like really super tight, because if you do that you'll start to pull it apart right here, or possibly you could pull this way and then it'll make this tank not as steady. So I just have it, you know, it's just here to, you know, give a little bit of give a little support. So, but I will tighten it up a little tighter than this. What I'll do is I'll tighten it down to it touches it, but when it, and then, you know, that's it. You know, I'm not looking to push it up, I'm just looking to give it a little bit of help when it's full. So that's a solution that I got, and then I just wrap up all this, and all this will be under the underbelly, so you won't see none of this stuff. So that's it. I just gotta tighten this one down, and then I put these on it just to keep the straps from running the tank. It's, you know, probably unnecessary, but I have them, so might as well use them. And here's the finished product. So I put one strap here, one strap in the middle, and one strap there, and you can see I can still, you know, squeeze my hands under here. So I'm just using it for support, not to hold. So just to give a little bit of assistance for where it's don't quite set all the way up here. So that's my solution, and it seems to be working for now. Okay, I've had requests. People want to know how the water lines and stuff are running here, so I'm gonna do my best to show you. So right here is where all of them run in from the front compartment to where it runs in from your city water. If you come back a little bit, right here's your drain, your overflow for your freshwater tank, and then up behind it there's another blue one, and it is the where you fill the freshwater tank. And then you come on down, follow these, and then right here is I'm not 100% sure, but this is on the bottom, so I'd imagine this is where your freshwater, your pumps out from your fresh tank. And then all your other hoses go on down and they go back. So for the freshwater tank, that's all the stuff there is. So coming in, fill, overflow, drain, pump from your freshwater from your pump, and then it goes back. So that covers the freshwater tank. So I'll move back to the next one. Okay, so here's the freshwater tank. Here is the see, this tank right here would be the bathroom gray tank. So you can see this is the cold and the hot coming from the fresh water from the front, comes down and it tees off right here. This comes across between the gray and the fresh, all the way across, and it tees right here and heads to the back. I'll follow those after I follow the other ones. So you get right here, and then it goes up into the cavity. This cavity is going to, I'm assuming, the shower. I mean the slide side. This would be the sink. So I think this is underneath the sink. So that's all the way back to the gray water tank for the bathroom. Okay, so still in the gray water for the bathroom. You see right here is a wire. I think these are actually the way the sensors work. And then you have the gate valve, then you have the connection, and then this is the cable. Cable goes all the way out to the gray handle. So handle all the way back. It's got the cable right here. This is on the thing, and then you can see this little pipe runs down and goes to where it can go out. Okay, so this is the gray. Okay, so we're following these same pipes across. They go across, they come across, they tee right here between the fresh and the gray, And then right here is a connection that goes up. This connection right here is on the door side, so this would be the shower. So this is what's going up into the floor that would feed into the shower. And then it continues to go back. We will follow that a little bit later. Okay, so remember, this goes up to the bathroom. Then this pipe, see if I can get it. Where's it at? I can't find it. Okay, see that pipe right here? So this pipe goes back and it's hooking into the black tank right there. So that has to be the black tank flush, of course, because why else would water be running into the black tank? This is the black tank. So the black tank has the same gate valve, same hookup, same cable that goes out to the outside, goes to the black pool. All right, and then it runs out to the side. You'll see there's my slide. And then this right here is where you're draining the bathroom gray. And then right there, that would be the kitchen gray. So that right there is for the black tank flush. So pretty much on this side, all of them stop. So all the hot water and the cold water coming from the fresh tank or the city water stop at the bathroom, and then at the same place is where the black tank flush starts, comes down and goes into the black tank. So I don't think there's any other hoses on this side. So let's find out. We'll go back to the kitchen gray tank now. Okay, here's the kitchen gray tank. Here's the valves, the sensor. The gate valve goes out right here. You see I'm underneath the slide pretty much. Like I expected, there's no water lines at all on this side to here. So just some cables and stuff. So, and this is the pipe that runs down, has a little elbow here, and then goes down to go outside. So we'll go on the other side and let's track these lines down for y'all. Okay. So here's the cold and the hot for the shower. So then it goes on down, keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. And now we get right here. And right here is a cluster of a whole bunch of stuff. So cold, hot, come in, run in. This right here, let me see, I'm on the door side. This would be the sink. So this cold and hot goes up to the sink, but it also has your low point drains. So, and then after it leaves the sink, it continues back. You can't, sorry for the view, but it's really hard to get here. You can see the pipes up in there, trust me. So, okay, only the code continues. Only the code continues past the sink. So that's, yes, that's good to know. Okay, and I also forgot, so hot water heater is up here. The sink is up here. So that also, you got your hot water heater. I'm guessing that might be what I'm seeing. I don't know. I wish I could give you a better view, but it's awful. I'm pretty sure. Because you can see some lines up there, and then you see that box right there. I mean, that could be the hot water heater. It's hard to tell. But anyway, that's where they stop. And like I said, only the code continues right here to the rear. And this code going to the rear, if I had to, I think would be the spout that's at the back of the trailer for the little blue water. But we'll find out. Stay tuned. So people want to know about the heated underbelly. So right here, at the same place that is the bathroom sink, this thing comes out. Now these do not blow air under the thing, so it's just like a radiant heat. So heat goes through it and it radiates heat out. It's supposed to keep everything warm, and your underbelly is reflective. So it comes out at the bathroom sink area. It travels down. It's hard to see it. There it is. It travels down the side. Okay. Bathroom sink area. Bathroom gray tank. Travels down, passes the spot to where you would dump. This is the dump valve. So it goes past it. Goes around. Goes through the frame. So right here is the black tank. There's a frame. It's on the other side of the frame. This would be the kitchen gray tank. It goes around, across, all the way to the other side, and it goes up back into the compartment under the hot water heater, where the hot water heater and the kitchen sink and all that is. So hang with me. So okay, it starts down there. Bathroom sink comes out, follows in front of the tanks on the slide side. That's the slide side. Goes in front of the tanks, gray, black, comes around, gray, comes around, goes through the frame, crosses the capper, and goes up into where the hot water heater and the kitchen sink is. So that's one duct. There's another duct in the rear and stuff. I did confirm this hose right here goes all the way back to that spray thing. I'll show you when I can get to the back. So one thing that I did is, you see there's the axles. Now I cut my belly pan when I took it off, my belly thing, because I couldn't pull it out, I couldn't get it, and I needed. There's nothing between the two axles. You can see how the frame stops right here, and it's right over this. This is the front axle. The frame's right above it. So what I did is, right on the other side of the frame, the other side of this frame, I took my knife and I cut it. Now you have to watch out because you do have some brake wires, and then over here you have all these. So just be careful, and you can cut it, and then I think tape will hold it up, and I'll find out. I'll be the guinea pig, and if it doesn't, I'll let you know how I fix it. So that's pretty much everything for up front. So you got the fresh tank. I put those little straps to help it. Then you got the gray tank for the bathroom. I fixed those straps, they were rubbing. This is the black tank, same thing. I fixed these straps because they were rubbing. And then you got the duct, and then this is the kitchen gray tank. And all of these set up on the frame really nice, except for the fresh tank. The fresh tank, fully loaded, it does bow, and it did pull it off the frame a little bit. Okay, so people always ask about the sensors. They'll be like, on my black tank, I emptied it and it's still reading as it's full. How come this happens? So here's the sensors on your tanks. So if you can see, they run off of oh, look at that, this one's even like super loose. So that might be one reason why mine messes up. Okay, all right, so they go back. So that was loose, but okay, yeah. Okay, people always ask about their sensors on their tanks, and like, why do I empty my black tank and it still registers as being full? So right here's the sensors. You can see they just run off of, they got a little bit of electricity running off of it, and that's how they tell. So if it has any kind of debris on it, it's not going to read correctly. It could be toilet paper, it could be feces, it could be anything. It could be, if it's from your sink, it could be if it's from your kitchen, maybe a piece of food, or if it's from the bathroom, maybe some hair or whatever. But that's it. Sorry, it keeps getting out of focus. So this right here would be like, okay, my tank is empty. That's that sensor. See right here's the drain. I come over, here's my 2/3 or half sensor. It's about half of this distance, and then right above it on the very top is my full sensor. So, but just also to show you something about, like, if you're ever under here and you need to check stuff, like this is my black tank right here, but this right here, this is my kitchen gray tank. I want you to look at this. This is the sensor. Watch this. Look how loose that is. Look how loose. So if you're ever under here, make sure when you get under here, you kind of check everything and put your hand on, because you never know what's going to be wrong. So this is the second one I found like this. So of course, since I'm under here, I'm going to go test it. So this would be empty. That would be the 2/3 or half or whatever, and then up there, that's the full. So that's a little stuff about your sensors.